While diving deep into the underground passageways, exploring and wondering about, a strange, well, let's call them mushroom individual, gathered you and brought you here without too much of concern. Without them, maybe you would have taken days, time, but instead it took a day and a little bit of more time. Entering here was a little bit of a struggle as the guards would not allow you in, but instead of wondering or asking why, your team, kind of killed them.
Straight up homicide.
Straight up homicide. However, you also managed to more or less blame the drow, and the individuals that are currently investigating that crime scene had headed outside of the town. So that might not come back to bite you until later. But you did manage to requisition a boat in an hour's time. It has been 30 minutes of that time, so you just have a little bit more time to wait. You went shopping for a bit and found a place where you could lounge if you decided to take a day, a month, a week, or 2 hours. You decided not to do it and instead just continue shop. Some of you acquired some old items and some of you acquired some new ones. Roswin managed to get her book back, and a few of you got a new. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot exactly what everyone bought, but I know it was some armor, some weapons, and like a kit of
I've
some sort.
yeah, I've got here one rope for the group, 2 rations per pack, 3 fishing lures, 2 tackle boxes or bait, 3 backpacks, and 3 water skins.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And I got a personal flotation cloak.
With all this in mind, you managed to get through with the area. However, you still have a little bit of time to shop if you decide to do so. You also don't have to. That being said, you also can. There was made mention of a few things in the area, but it was basically glossed over because you guys decided to ignore it, kind of.
Remind us.
So just to be sure though, Adama, did I get to sell the dagger? Because the last thing that you mentioned was that you let me know that how much it was worth, and then we were gonna do, I guess, all of the official buying and selling and all that kind of stuff now, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause I have it here that I was gonna definitely sell that thing.
The dagger's worth is 300 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I may have mentioned that before. I'm just gonna say you asked him, hey, how much do you think this is worth? And he told you.
Right. So I definitely want to do that for sure, and then I want to be able to buy the vials that he's got, which he said he had 4, and one was being handled by Kobo because he was gonna do us do me a favor and do a quick delivery of something in exchange for one.
Yes, he's gonna deliver a small package to the Sea Mother's shrine. Another one, another job that you could do was deliver a package to the harbor master, but you're already going there in like an hour.
Right. Okay.
The rest is up
So
to you.
then, right. I guess how much were the vials of ink again, so I can kind of keep a track of what. How
I
much
think
was
they were
it?
20 apiece.
So, and one is being handled by you, so that means it's 20, for 60 for 3 of them.
For the
Yeah.
remainder.
Okay. I just want to note it down so that way I know for future reference. So.
Okay. Well, the unnamed man, kind of a shark, hammerhead shark individual, just looks at the group. Is there anything else you need, or are you good to go?
Just the package so I can deliver it.
Right. He then hands you one. I think he already showed you and delivered it to you. You asked if there's anything wrong with it. He showed you that it was a small pastry. I think it was a cake. Wrapped it up,
A cuttlefish or something?
Oh, right. That one's the cuttlefish. Sorry, I read a little bit too far into my notes. Yes, it was a cuttlefish, and if you did not have the proper way of digesting things, or if you didn't prepare it properly, you would likely die. So, maybe don't eat it.
I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna deliver it as required.
Okay. The second passage, however, was already pre-packed, so you didn't see what was inside. Both are presented on the desk.
Okay. I go ahead and grab it, and well, if anyone wants to come with me, otherwise I'll be back in 15 minutes.
You sure you can do it by yourself?
Like I said, if anybody wants to come with me, it's not a requirement, but it wouldn't be a horrible thing, you know.
Maybe we should all
I
just stick
think-
together.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Sea Mother Shrine is directly south.
Okay, and you said it'll take 10 minutes to get there, which means it should take me about 5. With the rest of the party trailing behind, we can do it.
What about you, Toulouse? You didn't buy anything. Is there anything you wanted to?
Toulouse just would, if I didn't find, all my equipment or whatever. I would
Oh, wait a
just buy
second!
my-
Didn't we pick up some? Rosalind, did you get some thieves' tools?
I didn't buy
Wasn't that part of
them.
what we were discussing? Did we buy them last time, or did we not actually get to that part?
You got a makeshift
I don't even remember there was.
pack. It was a combination of thieves' tools and some other former tools. I forgot. But the remaining tools were just left.
Okay. But yeah, we got some actual official thieves' tools for.
I don't remember that part of it. I just took notes that I had 2 tack boxes. Well, I don't have it, but I'm talking about as a whole, as a group. We've got
Oh yeah.
2 tack boxes, but I was told those were more like fish bait.
Oh no, not the tackle boxes. It was the extra equipment we were buying and conniving and canoodling for.
Okay, then I don't have any notes on that, unfortunately.
Okay. Then, because yeah, I mean, we put together kind of a makeshift pack for me that's separate from those, and I got some equipment in there, and then I don't know if we'd actually made the exchange yet or not to get some thieves' tools for.
We can certainly make that now.
Toulouse.
So we can give it to her. So did we? What is it? Is there officially a set of thieves tools or a pack like that, like an adventurers pack?
There's like a small pack of leftover thieves' tools that could be acquired for 10 gold.
Okay, I will do it since I've got the things for it. So I'll give him
Okay.
another 10, and
I'll
then
pay for my own thieves' tools. Is this for me? Are you guys doing this for me? Because I was trying
Yeah.
to.
Yep, it's for you.
Well, you weren't here last time, so we had to kind of try and arrange things on your behalf. I apologize.
But if you want to pay for it, by all means. I just figured I didn't know if we had how much gold you had on hand or anything, so I wanted to just try and help, considering I just got a decent chunk from the first dagger.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure because I was trying to say what I needed. I think I already have thieves' tools. I have that already in my inventory.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think you guys need to waste money on that. But I think the only thing that I was trying to say that I need is armor.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what kind you need? He does sell medium to light armor, nothing heavy.
I think I'm a rogue, so I think I can only wear medium. Wait, what kind of armor do I normally wear? I think my armor class was 15 before, so whatever brings it up to 15. I think it's just light armor, isn't that?
If you need a spare set of leather armor, I recently reacquired my chainmail, so I don't need this leather armor set.
Yeah, that works. I'll go ahead and take your old leather armor.
Okay.
I think that's everything that I needed. So,
You have enough daggers and everything on yourself?
well, I have, yeah, I think, well, I could always use, you know what? Sure, yeah, I'll pick up a two. How much are the daggers?
5 gold apiece.
So, yeah, I'll pick up 2 daggers just to have backups. I love extra daggers because I throw them all the time.
Makes sense.
In
Plus-
fact, you know what? If they're 2 each, I'll just get 4. So,
Okay.
so that's, sorry, they're 10 to 5 each, right?
5 each, 2 for 10.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, I'll grab 4 daggers, so 20, right?
Yes.
Okay. And
Okay.
that's it.
The daggers themselves are emblazed with a strange sensation of magic, but they're not magical. It almost has an enchantment on it that looks and feels more aquatic than it actually is. While they are not considered magical, they are ornate. It just means they're very pretty. You might be able to sell them back to someone that might want these types of designs. Not this guy. He just sold you them. Why would he want them back?
Thank you.
I'm terrible at business. Ooh, those look good.
All right. With shopping maybe done, at least for now, your team can still deliver on their promise of delivering that pufferfish to the shrine, or completely ignore him, bail him, and say, haha, we tricked you, but not to his face.
No, we don't have to do that. We can deliver it.
I mean, if you want. I'm not telling you what to do.
Yeah. Well, I think I should.
Okay, who's going with Kobo?
I think we agreed that we were gonna try and stay as much of a unit as we could. Right?
I believe that was the case.
Alright, I'll go with
Yeah.
him.
All right.
If no one's gonna say anything.
Okay,
Wait,
I just
wait,
didn't
wait.
know if someone else
But I
was going to bail.
just said,
What was that?
I thought we were all going.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
We are.
Let's go.
Okay,
Okay.
just wanted to make sure.
As we're leaving, I would like to use my knowledge of city secrets to get us there twice as fast.
You go to the south.
Okay. Well, I don't know. You said 10 minutes. I didn't know how.
That's fair.
Just-
You go to the south, speed walking,
Okay.
lightly jogging. Okay, I'm just gonna move you there since there really isn't any in between. Yeah, I'm just gonna move everyone. Might as well do that. Oops, the wrong tool. Move him out of the way. Just get you over here. Okay. Da-da-da. A 9-foot-tall statue stands here. Its body is roughly carved with some kind of wood in the shape of a humanoid female. Its head and forearms formed from the severed head of and claws of a giant albino crayfish. These parts are lashed on with stands of guts and emit an overpowered stench of rotting sea fish. Shells, brightly colored stones, mushrooms, and rotting fish are piled at the statue's feet and strung in garlands around its neck. 4 stern Katoa slowly circle the statue, alert and on guard, while a few others mill about, gazing up at the statue and bowing repeatedly while chanting. They almost seem as if they're worshipping something, maybe the giant statue. I got you too close. Okay. While you're heading over there and looking at this structure, go ahead and roll me religion. Any one of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, all of us, right?
Gasp again. I'm gonna know a thing, maybe. But yeah, roll up that religion, relative.
Yeah, I'm just like clicking stuff. Oh, look at me knowing more than you.
I'm not rolling one. No, it's fine.
Too cool for religion.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on what they're doing and how things are going about, you can clearly tell that there is a potential of an offering, some type of sacrifice to this goddess. You can tell more than likely all creatures that come here are expected to make an offering to the giant, to the great sea mother. Blip, I am not gonna do the entire name. We've been over this last time. You already know that Blip is a scavenger goddess, meaning that, well, Gothos and Toulouse. Kobo, a little bit. I'll add a +2, so you know most of this, just not everything. But I'm sure you'll share. Maybe, depends on what you do. Meaning that discarded and recovered items are worthy offerings. And the more personal, the better. Regurgitating at the goddess's feet is considered a sincere show of faith. This part, Kobo, you don't know. And behavior, faithful Katoa might display if the character, if you wait long enough. So if you stick around long enough, they'll likely throw up at the statue's feet.
And I know this.
Yes, you and Gothos do. Kobo does not know about the throw up part.
Yeah.
Currently, these 4 are worshipping around it, and these 2 other are just muddling about the statue. Is there anything you're going to do?
I don't think we're gonna want to stick around. They're gonna puke, guys.
Puke? What? They do what?
Yeah, deliver
Yeah.
your thing and let's go. These guys are gross.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the first person who looks like a clergy. Any?
Basically any of the guards.
I walk up and I say, hello, good sir. I'm just here to deliver this package to the temple. It's from the shop owner. He just wanted the package delivered. I'm just doing it for him for, just hired mailman. Here you go.
As you state this, the individuals look towards you. The one that you spoke with, I'm just going to say the one to the right because that's the one you're closest to, does look and state, "You don't give that to us. You give that to..." Oh, man, I'm going to butcher this name again.
Just shorten it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I forgot which short names I gave you. Glug.
Glug.
Gloog. Glug.
Glug.
He's over there.
Oh.
Points towards this Kratoa individual.
Okay.
Are you Gus?
No, I'm just delivering a package. Thank you.
They raise up arms. Go ahead and roll turn order.
Wait, what? No, I'm not fighting.
Dun dun dun.
You said you weren't Gus.
Oh. No, I mean, I'm not taking part in your ceremony. I'm just delivering the package, sir.
Go ahead and roll turn order. Disadvantage. You don't get disadvantage, but go ahead and roll turn order.
Oh.
That was the entire point of that religion check.
It was to find out whether or not we would.
Basically, I made you roll religion to show you probably the best way to interact with these guys.
Should have thrown up on them.
Or
Yeah,
deliver
just
like some scraps to the statue.
Puke at this.
I was about 10 seconds away from doing the Fremen thing, spitting on the floor. I give you a gift of my body's worth.
Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, though, you accidentally screwed up.
So if we see this, I was gonna say we all do it, right? Because I'm not gonna just let him.
No. You can join in if you want. It's just
A natural one.
No, actually, I got to re-roll that halfling. It's a 12.
How many times do you get to do that a day?
I get to do that as many times as I roll a natural 1 on a d20.
Oof.
Freaking half.
Is initiative an ability check?
Is it not? If it's not, then never mind the 12, please.
I think
I mean,
you're
it
still
used
the
to-
lowest.
It doesn't matter. no. He's ahead of me.
Not by much. Yes, they are.
Nice.
Okay. Well, it looks like my guys rolled around the middle, and everyone else rolled either high or low. So, unfortunately, due to accidental, let's just call it what it is, cultural differences, you
So we're-
kind of forgot that people are different. Maybe their religion might not be yours, but maybe being respectful might help, especially in a very, very dangerous underground cave system.
Yeah.
Roswin, you're up first. Currently, you see these Krakoa individuals raising arms at Kobo after one of them says, "Are you a guest?" and Kobo says, "No, I'm just delivering something." Maybe he offended them.
Yeah.
It's a turn
Well,
of phrase.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast this guy.
Oh, that's
Um,
interesting. Well, what area?
Okay.
So I need to roll 5d8. And what I guess.
I like how you're more kind to the second group of guards.
It's not so much
Well-
I'm being kind. I just want to try and run away as quickly as possible. So there's probably hopefully a way to evade a bit of trouble. We'll see.
We'll see.
So is
Indeed.
that enough to put a new one unconscious?
The two idle individuals go down almost immediately. They had 5 HP. One other
it's-
guard goes down. They're not dead. I just
Right,
wanted to
right.
put
They're
an
just
X.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The rest
Um,
managed to
Bonus
stand.
action, stick your finger down your throat.
And then I look over to the others and say, we should probably just get out of here. Come on, just leave." That's it.
Okay. Toulouse.
I'm trying to use Toll of the Dead, but click it. This is a cantrip. How does that work? I forget.
You can cast it on a limited number of times per day. And it will hurt that guy. Toll the Dead works better if they're already damaged and no one's damaged right now. Also,
Oh.
yeah.
But there's only how many people? Well, can I try to hit this guy then over here? That's scary.
He hasn't done anything, and he's the guy that you're supposed
Okay,
to
no,
meet.
I don't want to.
But
No, I
sure.
don't want to hit him. No,
I mean-
I don't want to hit him. No, I'll hit this guy.
Okay.
I want to hit this guy.
He's specifically the one that led the charge to attack you guys, so that's fair.
Also,
Okay.
you can't trigger your sneak attack or anything off of a cantrip, but you can off of a thrown dagger.
I'm gonna throw a dagger at him. But I gotta move to do that, I think, because there's too many people in my way. I don't want to hit anybody. So yeah, I want to use Solar Dead on that dude, and then I want to move. Where's my thingy? Sorry, I'm slow. I guess I'll just. Well, because wait.
You can move through other people's squares as long as you don't end your turn there.
No worries. I'm gonna.
If that helps you move any.
Okay. I don't know, so I'm just gonna throw my daggers at him, I guess. So yeah, I'll just pop over here.
Okay.
That's fine. And use Toll of the Dead. Bam! And then I'll throw. Actually, wait. I'll throw my dagger at him. and then use Toll the Dead? Can I do it that way?
No, because
No.
Toll the Dead is a full action.
Oh. Okay, so I move, use Toll the Dead, then throw dagger, or is that backwards?
You can't do a bonus action second attack without you first using just a regular attack kind of thing. You can't use a cantrip off it. You can't like spell and then weapon attack.
Fine, I'll just throw my daggers at them for now, and I'll use the stupid cantrip later.
Okay.
Alright, murder and guards. Okay.
Well,
No, yeah,
three of
really
them
use
are
three
already
daggers.
dead, right?
They're
they're asleep.
unconscious, technically. But
Okay,
you
I won't
technically
kill
don't know that.
anybody.
No,
They started attacking us.
yeah, they started attacking you. Honestly, it's not like you guys haven't killed guards before.
I've had a long week. Let me throw my dagger at this dude.
Fertilize them.
12 just barely hits.
Okay, there's dagger one. Oh, it does hit. Okay. And then I get another dagger, right? But it doesn't get, so I gotta use dagger 2 because
Mhm.
it's different. Why is it? That's not right.
That's a hit. So that's correct, but it'll roll less damage, I think.
Why does it say 26?
Because that's you rolled a 19 plus 2.
Oh.
Or
And then
plus
I
5 plus 2.
no, no. And then did I get sneak attack damage or no? I don't think I did.
No, none of your companions are too close, and he knew you were there.
And I threw a freaking dagger at his face.
Yeah, you can tell he's quite hurt, close to death. Not quite there, but another array of attacks like that will take him out. So, depends on how you feel. Anything else, Luce?
And then if our group moves, I will follow them. But I'll just be on the ready to fight if we're gonna stay. I don't know what we're doing yet.
Okay. The fish guy, they pointed you towards Talk, just looks at you. Confused. Unconscious. Let's see, that group is unconscious. Oh, wait, sorry. That group isn't unconscious because one of them is still around. Roswell. This individual next to you seems to be surprised that you took out 3 of their, well, one of the guards and 2 of their citizens.
No.
They're asleep. I didn't hurt them. Just calm down.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Okay.
doesn't believe you.
Jeez.
He also doesn't know the spell sleep. So to him, you just pointed at everyone and 3 people went down. So,
Some scary juju.
this guy's going to directly attack you. He doesn't have the greatest to hit, but it is still a 5. That is a 7. With his long spear, he just swings at you and swings over your head. You're very short. In the meantime, the other 2, one makes their way towards Toulouse because she attacked them first, and the other one goes towards
Start hacking
Kobo.
up a hairball.
You just vomit in their face. Oh wait, no, that's a good thing. No.
Just
And the other one goes towards
Hoisted
Kobo.
by your own narration.
guard.
I love it.
I'm gonna take that back. One goes over towards Kobo because they insulted them first. First Toulouse, that's a 21, and Kobo, that is a 22. I'm assuming both hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 1d8 plus 4. So that's Toulouse, and that, oh, did a little bit better.
Cunning
And-
action. Right?
I think so.
How does that work?
You haven't done it yet, so yeah. And
Yeah,
Kobo,
she's
you take
thinking.
12, unless you have a cunning action?
I
I don't think you do. But you
Yeah.
might have something equivalent.
Well, the only thing I have is my reaction, but that would only get me to a an AC of 21. So no, that would be it. Oh, wait a second. Is it my turn now?
It will be. I was just wondering if you had anything.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything. No.
Okay, Kobo.
I cast Mage Hand.
How much damage did I take? I'm sorry.
11 reduced
Okay.
to 6.
Okay. Thank you.
I cast Mage Hand.
You cast Mage Hand.
I do. Exactly over to there. And my Mage Hand just takes a package and drops it off right at his feet. Let's go. My movement is leaving.
You drop a parcel next to the individual that you were sent out to deliver.
Yep. And it's delivered. We need to go.
It is sent to a individual.
At
you were
least I
sent-
didn't throw it at his head.
That's true. To be specific, though, you sent it towards someone you were. Let me phrase this correctly. You were meant to deliver it to the head priestess of this enclave. This is the individual that they sent you to speak with. They
Not a
might
priest.
they might give it to the priestess, or they might keep it to themselves, or they just might throw it away.
Oh no, this is the priestess here because the guard told me this is specifically the person we're supposed to deliver it to.
Speak with.
Yeah, so I think we misunderstood. I think we were just told that's who we needed to get to, but then that wasn't the person we needed to see.
Correct.
That's what he's clarifying right now.
Oh, okay, that's not the person we're supposed to be delivering.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I phrased this incorrectly. Okay, so these
No,
four
no, you had it.
are
It's
guards.
Just, we thought it was like this will be easy. It's like no,
These two
this is
no,
a
'cause-
religious ceremony.
are
Because when I
civilians.
tried to give it to that first guard there, he said that's the person. So that's who I thought it was supposed to be delivered to.
This,
To talk to.
like, to be specific, this is the head guard, guardian of the place, not the priestess, but because he is his boss, he told you to go ask the boss
Oh, okay.
because he
Yeah.
has no authority.
I misunderstood everyone.
It's okay. Do you want to take that back, or do you want to give it to him? He could possibly give it to him. Give it to the priestess. There was a small little note attached.
Okay, yeah, for this person.
Like, if you want to roll the dice, he just has to open it, or he could just throw it away. Honestly, right
Okay.
now, it's 50-50.
50% good enough, guys? Let's just go.
Yeah, at this point I'm just gonna freaking leave out from this round.
As far as I'm concerned, it is delivered. The package is here with the head guard. They can figure out what to do with it. I never expected to see the priest anyway.
Okay. Do you move back then? Giving that guy an attack of opportunity? You can say no. You can say you end your turn
Yeah,
until next time.
Yeah, I was going to say it disengages a full action.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you're a rogue or
Yep.
I think goblins can do it too.
I think you can take a
Oh.
feat, but if you didn't take it now, you have to wait till the next time you can.
No, I took a different feat. So yeah, okay, I'm just going to hold off here until I can disengage.
Gathos.
Right. I'm going to tell all the NPCs to move back so they're not in the way. Yeah, okay, go on. You don't need to be part of this or whatever.
Go on.
And then,
Yeet.
Yeah, no, we're leaving. That's what's going to happen next.
Yeah, the kids immediately
and,
bail once they see that you guys got in trouble again. More than likely heading back towards the docks.
Around these people.
Mintius decides to go to try to wrangle the kids back. based on how things happened last time.
And everyone else is just gonna disengage and run.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So that's as far as most of them could go safely. Oh wait. There we go.
Hey Brosman, you good to just disengage and get out of there, or do you need a shove help?
Yeah, I'm gonna just run from here.
Alright, then I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to ready an action in case we are chased. I will use my channel divinity for the big fear. That's in
Okay.
case we are chased.
Okay.
Be my turn.
Well, you've already given the NPCs instructions, so they just took their turn already. Rosalind.
Yeah, I'm gonna both engage and then run my full 25 this way.
Okay. He does not try to run towards you. Maybe because it's not his turn. Anything else, Rosalind?
That's it.
Toulouse.
Yeah, I'll follow suit with my teammates and pull back.
Okay, I believe you actually
That was
do
a-
have the disengage feature, so you can just do it freely. As a
I
bonus
think it's a
action.
bonus. Yeah, it's a bonus action for rogue, so you could stab the guy who stabbed you back and then run away.
Sure.
If you want.
Yup. You can.
You don't
definitely
have
do that.
to. I'm just laying out some
I know I
options,
don't
right?
have to, but
Am I technically flanking that guy right now to give her her sneak attack?
No. That's like a
Wait,
weird
he's not
L
even
shape.
within 5 feet of it?
can I
Sorry,
use
say
my
that again?
short sword to stab him?
Toulouse, you can attack him. It's entirely up to you. Kobo, that's a weird L shape. That is not flanking, man.
Well,
No,
then
not flanking, but isn't he within 5 feet of the one in front of Toulouse?
Oh,
Yep.
I mean, your sneak attack will be fine. I'm just talking about flanking specifically.
Okay. Well, no, I was trying to. I meant her sneak attack, not the actual flanking maneuver.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to kill him. So
You can
Whatever.
specify non-lethal. You can,
that's
like,
what I'm
mash him.
doing now. Like, whatever I do, I don't want to kill him. Just
Okay.
want to put him to sleep with his friends. I'm gonna go ahead and use my short sword to stab him then.
All right. You grab your daggers out of his neck and lower thigh, and then you stab him with a short sword. That does it.
So damage. How does my sneak attack damage work?
I believe currently it's 2d6? I could be wrong. It might be 1.
I used the wrong weapon.
I think it's about half your level.
I don't know how to
Yeah,
set
I-
up for this one.
I thought we set up sneak attack damage separately.
Oh, did we? You know what? We did. We did. Huh. Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2d6. So, stepping straight towards the fish individual with your short sword, you manage to stab straight through. Luckily enough, he is not a humanoid that you are familiar with. So, where you went to stab the heart, you remembered, alright, we're not really trying to kill these guys. Thankfully enough, the heart isn't there. So he just goes down out of all the pain and suffering that you caused him. But he didn't die. Just went into shock.
It's like if you went to stab someone in the heart or something and you just pierced his gill. It's like an ear piercing. It's like ah.
Oh, jeez. And then, yeah, I'll follow my team and disengage.
I mean, at that point, you don't have to.
And I'll just yell. No, I won't even say anything. Just disengage. They already took care of delivering the package.
The guy just looks extremely confused. He's wondering what the heck is going on.
I thought it was that was all about. We were just following Kobo along, right? We didn't all know about that.
Yeah, Kobo didn't know about that either, so yeah, we're all just kind of
Okay.
here.
Yep.
It,
It's good. We
Alright.
delivered. We did our mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We leave.
yeah, okay.
I call that a success. Good enough
Yep.
for government work.
Before Kobo can try to run away, it is fish person's attack turn. 9 does not hit. Fails immediately. He takes his legendary action to do nothing. He doesn't have a legendary. Kobo.
I was gonna say, dang.
I'm gonna go ahead and disengage.
Okay, you disengage. You know, run over to War Oswin. I believe you have a bonus action.
Get behind Gothos because he said he's going to do something fancy.
Okay. Gathos. If you're speaking, you're muted, by the way.
Yes, I was speaking.
Ooh.
But that's fine because I was just going over
Monologuing?
myself a few times. Yeah. No, I'm
You're-
going to vomit. If at all
Oh
possible.
God!
Yeah.
Roll a con save. Above 10, you don't.
But I'm trying to. Can I,
Are you doing like the finger down your throat situation, literally in the middle of the thing here?
yeah, and like when I was standing there, like, you know, on guard, this sort of thing, you got your sword in one hand that's planted into the ground, the shield in the other, and then I'm going to take my hand off the sword and.
Okay. There's no
Um,
possible way to impose disadvantage on yourself, so go ahead.
Curse my savage
Oh, wow.
constitution.
You try, and then remember there's some chocolate from the chocolate coins you had and forgot what you were doing.
Can I just chew up a bunch of chocolate coins and spit them on the ground?
Sure, you can do that for free.
Yeah. Quick, tin foil and all.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll just turn and walk away like I did him a favor. Alright, everybody, let's go.
We're leaving.
So, is everyone just gonna bail, or are you gonna try to do something? Because honestly, combat kind of is over.
Yep, Balin.
Okay. So, as everyone begins to run away, you do see that the fish individuals that are currently still mobile, albeit not great due to the fighting, you can tell that some of them go towards the strange... I don't really know. I'm sure it looks gross. Chocolate and tinfoil concoction. And they begin to move it towards the statue. But you don't stick around, I'm assuming, long enough to see what exactly is going on. Am I right or am I wrong? Just want to circle back.
Yeah, we're not circling back.
I'm not.
Once again, I saved the day.
Okay.
That's what you're for, aren't it?
Who has a passive of 15?
Wait, hold on. No, I
I think
don't.
the only one that had was Aldrich.
Oh, yeah, I think that's right. Okay.
None of us are wise.
I'll just give it to you then. He was close enough to your team. So he just... Yeah. He explains to you that for some reason they were talking in a strange tongue, Underdark. I think most of you have it, but he's the only one that heard it. About potential risk and you or your team, the way he's describing it, well, his team as well, might be working for the other shrine system, the Altar of the Deep Father. They began to ridicule and accuse you, but they did thank you for the offering. But never come back here again unless invited.
Jeez.
No, we kind of got that one. We're okay.
So,
Gross fish people who wants to come back here.
they currently think you're spies, but you do know that there's tension between the father and the mother altars. That might not matter to you, but there's something there. But you might not be able to go back. That being said, you do manage to come back without a receipt, but basically your receipt is without the box. So you go back in. He then hands you the vial for the transition.
Thank you.
All right, the last one is to the Sea Harbor Master, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And you did you mention actually to him that you were heading out soon?
I don't think we did, and I don't even think that we accepted the second one. We just said that we were gonna do the one delivery. 'Cause we
Uh,
were in a hurry to leave.
yeah. So the offer of the second job's still there.
How much
Um,
time has passed during that debacle? 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back.
I was
Plus
gonna
like
say,
2 minutes in between of the
well,
dine and dash
on the
kind of.
ground. Yeah. on,
Plus
on,
like 12 harrowing seconds.
yeah. On the grounds that we did your first delivery with no problems, what say you give us the package and then the other bottle of oil? Because once we hit the docks, we're going to be leaving town, but we're going to deliver
From
it.
across the room, Gothos's head just like turns over his shoulder real slow.
Um,
Kobo roll deception.
Wait, I need to roll deception?
You lied.
What am I being? What did I lie about? We delivered it. Damn, Skippy, we delivered it right at the guy's feet. It wasn't the greatest of deliveries, but we did deliver it.
You were supposed to deliver it to a priestess. You just said you delivered it to a man.
Wait, I'm gonna luck that one
Okay.
because he's gonna kill us otherwise.
Let me see his difficulty. Okay. Well, he looks towards you and goes, "Well, if you're already leaving anyways, and you're gonna need to speak with the harbor master to get your passes, so I suppose that's more than fair enough." He then hands you the box and the vial on top.
All right. And vial to Roswin, and let's
Oh,
just
for
see.
some reason I thought I had paid for 3 of them, so I only paid for 2, and 2 were from the deliveries?
2 are for
5. There were
deliveries.
5. Total.
5 total.
Oh, 5 total. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 5 totals. So he then hands you the package and the ink, and then goes, "All right then. If there's anything else, just let me know. Other than that, just be careful out there. Currently, the Deep Father Shrine is looking for potential sacrifices, so just be on the lookout. In fact, the drow individual that gave me, well, traded your book with my supplies, actually got caught by them, and haven't seen him since. So just be on the lookout."
Yeah, definitely from the background.
All right. Beyond that, though, if there's anything else I can help you with, do be careful. There are basically 2 factions in the city that will either help you or hinder you. Thankfully enough, from what it sounds like, you talked with the harbor master, so she likely directed you towards people that are willing to help rather than people that will help themselves.
Okay.
And that's all he tells you.
Yeah, I think the harbor master told us to go to the deep. I think it was. Deep mother, deep
Was it
father.
okay, so but is it in this side of the thing? Because I see somebody that's over here that I don't know if that's where we're supposed to be at.
This one over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the harbor master. She's currently waiting for the individual that she called out for. Basically, your tour guide.
And didn't we weren't there like guards that we're trying to run away from because of the like debacle that we did at the very beginning in this place?
Yes, luckily enough, they haven't returned yet. Depending on how much time you take here, they might return.
Yeah, because they had to go.
Okay.
They had to go hunt down and talk to the drow first, so we should have had just enough time to get away.
Let's go.
So how much time until our ride is supposed to arrive?
About based on the time, 28 minutes.
God damn it.
I mean, you can wait with her.
Yeah, all out in the open. I think she said visit the.
That's fair.
I think it was the Deep Father Shrine. It might have been the Deep Mother Shrine, but we fucked that up. This guy just said the Deep Father was looking for Zach devices. That's not.
There's always that pub or bar or whatever, we can just go in, have a drink, and leave.
Wait, there's a bar on here?
Yeah, it's actually next to the building he works with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just go across the street. We'll be in of doors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do that then for now. Maybe. Not too long.
Okay, yeah. Well, no, 28 minutes. We'll be down in there for only like 20. And that way nobody else can see us. We're not out in the open.
All right, sounds good. Let's see here. Who was in that bar?
Shit.
I
There's
think it's
any
a good idea
guards
to
in
peek
there.
in before we barge in, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to peek in before we barge in, but still.
Well, who has that capability, Mr. Magic Man?
Peek in? I don't think that's a magic thing. I think that's just called the perception.
Just kinda, walk up to the place, peek in the window before you walk in the door. It's, standard, street urchin survival.
Yeah, nothing suspicious about that.
I mean, you can roll snake.
What's that?
You can roll sneaking in.
Oh, duh, I didn't want sneaking in. I just wanted perception, peek in the window before we walk in.
Okay. I'll just use your passives then. Okay. With your passive perception checks, you can tell that there is a fish person, very tall, roughly around the size of 8 feet tall. Very ornate, decorative. He seems to have strange filigree all over him, similar to tattoos, but not quite the same. They might have been poke and stick tattoos. At least it doesn't seem to be the way a normal artisan on the surface would have them, or anyone in a more established city. However, you can tell that it does have similar connotations to the Deep Father. Inside this area, however, you can also tell that there is a very, very pretty, more or less, ornate woman. She has very decorative filigree as well as other ornaments around her. Garbed in gold and glitter, currently speaking with this individual. She, however, has the monikers of the Sea Mother Shrine. They seem to be conversing in a conversation.
This is a freaking priestess. I mean, oh my gosh, if this is her, that would be freaking on point.
There are some people currently just talking in whispers and tones, nothing drastic, nothing ornate, but there is also the bartender that's just keeping an eye on these two. Here.
You got a map for it. Oh no, you got tokens.
Yeah. There are two sections. The main section of the bar is where the bartender is. The other two are in a kind of not waiting room, but a separate section of the bar. You don't have to actually go into that area unless you specifically decide to.
Like the VIP section of a club.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's sort of the secluded corner we were looking for, isn't it? So.
I just kind of, take my cue from Gothos at this particular second. We walk in, we don't.
Yeah, we got nowhere better to be unless you want to hide in the alley.
All right.
There's an alley? This is just bewildering me from every point.
Okay. There are some other places you can go. You can go to the harbor and basically go around, hide between cages, fishing vessels and the like. You can go in between houses and buildings. They're tall, not sturdy built, but obstructed views. So if you do go that route, it'll be more difficult if you go in between two buildings. But they're not exactly the best built, so if you try to, I'm not sure, jump climb on them, some the pieces might break and it might be hard to climb them. But they are obscuring anything if you go in between the buildings.
It's all right. We'll go into the bar and just stay out of trouble, right? It's easy. Like 20 minutes. It's all. We're good.
If there's a place where we can see out of a window, towards the scene of the crime, as it were, that'd be great.
Yes, entering into the bar, there are two separate windows to the left and right. Over here.
Then let's make ourselves cozy for a little bit.
Okay. The team enters inside the bar. Currently, there is hushed tones and whispers.
Yeah, what do fish people
how
even drink? It's weird.
I forgot how many people we have with us.
It's not to scale.
Ah.
Oh, so there's a lot of people. You are right.
The waiters all drop their platters. Oh shit.
Are the kids still with us? Just hanging
Yeah.
out in the bar?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Luckily enough, Minty has managed to get all of them. They were trying to steal a boat when he last spotted them and managed to grab them before they could. But entering inside, these two aren't exactly quiet, but they are. With the gravitas in the voice that they're. Let's see. How do I phrase this properly? If you're focusing in on them, you'd be able to hear them. But if you're not, you're just hearing shouting and conversation that echoes between the walls. Ultimately, if you decide to peer inside and grasp the situation, you could. But if you don't, you won't.
Listening don't cost nothing. We don't have to get involved. It's better to know if something's about to go down.
Ooh, drama.
I'll just listen.
Okay.
Yeah, I can be ready to hit the door if the shit hits a fan. Or, sorry, the poopy hits a fan.
Sorry.
I don't think anyone cares if you curse.
Like this language. No.
We'll not tolerate that sort of language in this game, sir.
No.
Well, yes, my apologies. You're quite right, sir, yes. I don't know.
But the Kratoa man looks towards the priestess and he simply states, "The time has come for us to acknowledge the divine vision we have seen and befelt. I have brought you an offering to make sure you are aware of this. Will you accept it and them?" He then continues. "You are a wise woman, I'm sure, but the Father knows best. He has seen what is to come, and he has known that the very individual that will be brought forth will rise and rule all of us. It is better to accept him rather than to negate or try anything else. It is best to accept the offer that he is giving you, rather than doing nothing. After all, we are still looking for sacrifices." The woman then looks at him and, in a stern, steady gaze, directs these words. "I'm aware what you believe is to come is to come. I understand that you are still looking for a way to allow access to this domain for your little devil friend. But be at ease and at mind that the sea goddess will do everything it can to make sure your little ritual does not happen. So, no, I will not accept your little offering, and I understand that you're still looking for sacrifices. Try something, and if you do, it will be the last time you do. Do I make myself clear?" You can tell that there's a strange aura around her and a strange sensation in that room. Those of you that are aware of fear, the way it casts and the way it projects from someone, Even in a separate room, you can feel this strange sensation overlapping and coming over you, but just the sensation, not really the effect. She then gets up and then states, "Now then, if you excuse me, I do need to go out and see how my men are doing. After all, I am still the head priest, and making sure that they are fine is what I am there for." You then see her press along the side of a wall, and a secret hidden door opens up. And then she comes out. This direction. And likely goes to the shrine.
Did she see us?
If she did, she didn't care. Like,
Mhm.
you meant nothing to her.
Sure. But based on based on who I think she is and where she's going, our description might, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that
guys,
might be a thing. But currently, not a thing. Currently not a thing. But the guy then goes, "Well, you did say to give her a chance. You did say to try and persuade her. But I see now that there are other sacrifices we can find. She is still too strong for some of us, but not for all of us. But if we can make way with other sacrifices, perhaps the Demigorgon will accept them." And then he gets up and does the same. He actually turns toward your group at one point or another, but doesn't do anything and walks out the door.
that guy talks to himself real loud.
He's not moving
That's
back,
what
it's
he
just
was
my map is
doing.
acting up.
Yeah, that's what he was doing, talking to himself. Yeah.
Maybe. That's all you know. But you believe he's likely going to the Deep Father Shrine. So,
So-
that happened.
Yeah.
It also ate up 10
That took-
minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that took up 10 minutes, and then it took 10 minutes for. Well, if that took up 10 minutes, then
It
will
would have
take another
taken.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it would have taken her 10 minutes to get to that area.
Yeah, so she's probably getting the story of what happened, and we're gonna be waiting by the docks by the time she gets anybody back here. So
If that's what you're doing, yeah.
Service at this bar is terrible. We've been here 10 whole minutes.
The waiter, after that 10 minutes, comes towards you, the bartender in tow. "Oh, sorry about that. Here are your drinks. It's just 5 copper this time. Don't worry about it. Sorry about that little mess. There are little exchanges from time to time that happen here. Usually never that grave, but, you know, these things happen after a secondary, religion faction happens." She then looks towards, Shishar. "Oh, I'm surprised you're back. After the father came in, I thought you were kicked out due to your own beliefs. I was, got taken out by the drow and coming to see that the father actually managed to acquire more power. If I had to guess, they might have been the guards that wouldn't allow us in." He then looks toward your team. My apologies. It seems that me being with you might have caused things to escalate when that happened."
Why would you
Now
bring
he's
that up?
jealous.
Well, I didn't believe people would listen to his zealot's thoughts and ways. The bartender then states, "Well, not normally, no, but after some of them gained powers and strength unknown to most of us, they almost seemed possessed of it, and then slowly grew in number, and then rapidly, and now currently there's a 50-50 split. But don't let me worry you with that. They hand you your drinks. Is there anything else?"
I think we're good. I look at the others.
shake my head. Don't say a word.
All good.
All right. Well, I'm not sure if you're heading out to the waters, but just be careful. Right now, there's hunting parties, and you don't want to get caught up in one of those.
You mean for sacrifices then?
She does nod, but she then states, yes, but some of them are swimming in the waters, and they might try to grab one or two of you while you're boating or maybe taking a swim. It'll be quick and fast, and you might not even notice them after it happens, so just be careful. You'll likely see if something happens or if something similar happened while on the water. Usually the water or some of the sand next to the bank turns a bloody red.
Well, since you know so much about the waters, any advice since we might be heading out there?
I would recommend maybe speaking with the harbor master. They're currently still on the Sea Mother's Shrine side, so she might be able to take you in for a bit, or at least help you out. She's to the north east of this section.
Oh yeah, thanks. That's helpful. You might have already. Yes, thank you, waiter.
They nod and go back to tending the bar.
Yeah, all right, team. Do we want to nip this in the bud and just get rid of all these father followers right off the bat, or just skip across the lake, deal with it as it comes?
I'm open either way. We can go and do combato.
Do we have the time to really get rid of them now?
Well,
We have to deal with, because you were saying something about dealing with them now, or dealing with them as once we leave the
Maybe
harbor, I guess. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding. Sorry,
I think
I'm probably
I
just tired.
am. No, I'm pretty sure I am.
Yeah, no. So apparently there's a hunting party of the Deep Father, and they're out there on the lake. And so we could either, try to cross the lake, or we could make sure that there's no Deep Father people to hunt for. I don't know how dangerous this journey is going to be. It seems like the harbor master says it'll be okay. So, and personally, I don't really want to stick around the sneaky fish village.
yeah, I was gonna say, mind you, the harbor master's only making arrangements for us. We've pretty much paid already, so she'll hold the boat if we're a minute or two late, So it's up to.
Alrich suggest. No, he wouldn't. He would be tactful about things. Tactics. Sorry, just want to say that again. Mintius would suggest maybe having some of the party next to the boat to make sure that they could hold on to the boat for some time, as well as speak with the guide. And in a smaller group, you would likely be able to be not as spotted as much. It would be splitting the party, so you'd be lower in power, but you'd be greater in stealth.
Particularly my strong suit. What do you say we make for a break for it?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, so how are you
Where's
doing
that?
things?
We're gonna, we got 20 minutes, 10 minutes, then we'll go. The last 5 minutes we'll be there, and okay, let's go.
Yeah, that doesn't explain anything to me. All you said was numbers of time.
So we'll stick around in the bar and wait out the clock, looking down until around. What is it, like a 2-minute walk there, and then we'll be there for a few minutes.
And
To the
we've already-
harbor?
Yes, there, the eventual the Seamaster,
Okay.
Harbor Master.
Okay.
Brain.
There we go. So time passes and nothing seemingly enough happens. After the time allowed for you to basically make the shortest route there while also draining the clock, it is time to go. So far, no one is hunting you down, no one is trying to kill you. The Sea Mother hasn't returned, but she still has like 10, maybe 5 minutes before she could make it back, unless she's rushing. But based on her appearance and how she's doing things, she is not. Or maybe she just doesn't want to get you involved. Air quotes. So,
She's too busy examining my fantastic and valuable offering.
maybe.
Unique.
Do you head towards the harbor?
I vote yes.
Yeah.
That's 2 out of 4. Okay.
Said yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said it like right
Yeah, we
away.
were just quiet.
Oh. I mean, I also didn't hear you either. So that makes sense. So, the team managed to make it towards the harbor station without too much of an incident. You did see that the guard captain, for the lack of a better word, you actually never did find out his title, was heading towards the bar, but he was in he was in a strange shift where you could see him, but he couldn't see you. So you easily managed to dodge him. The harbor master then looks towards you. Oh, welcome back. Well, they're arriving in about a minute. If you still want to wait, I have the stuff and the boat prepared, so that's not an issue. I also have your rods ready, and I believe I already gave you the tackle boxes, so that should be good to go. Anything else you need to know before you head out? I do warn you that other than the waters, the area itself is a little dangerous. So if you're not ready to kill, you might not survive.
How long is the trip over by any chance, do you know?
You wanted the most direct route towards the next surface floor, or at least the highest you can get. That'll be about 2 days' travel.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Anything else?
No, yeah, I think we're ready.
All right. Then after a minute passes, I cannot find this character. How do I now have them? I'm gonna look for merfolk tokens. Okay.
We must look like the weirdest, like, multiracial kindergarten
Yeah.
class going on a field trip
Yep.
A little bit.
with like 2 teachers that are like,
Okay, so couldn't find a token, but to 2 of you, I was gonna use her. I'm no longer gonna use her.
Oh, that's what's her face? That's a Legend of Zelda character.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes. As is something else. But I couldn't find the token, just the image, which doesn't help. So I'm gonna use this girl. So, after a little while, you do see that almost a swamp-like creature enters and exits the water, and then removes the seaweed off of them and submerges it back into the deep. Oh, okay. She then looks towards the harbor master. So, are these guys you wanted me to, She then does a cutthroat motion. No, that's the group tomorrow. Oh, wait, you're not... So, she then goes to explain that you're to be delivered in 2 days, as far up as possible, and that when she gets back, she will have a assassination mission ready for her. Might not be the best thing, but that's a thing that is going to go down after she comes back. And then she states,
Sure.
All right, that's not a problem. Then in a small but joking whisper, are you sure it's not them? Yes, these ones paid. Good. So, I don't know, and honestly don't really care about your names, but if you want to say them, that's fine. I'll at least have something to give, or at least name you, or, bury with you. I don't really know what you guys use. I assume you guys use tombstones still?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, watch it, water lady. I'm the lucky one, alright? I'm gonna get across this just fine. No comment, no conflict. Get us across, we paid, that's gonna be fine.
Yeah, right, whatever. Haven't seen a goblin without being, mind controlled. That's a new one. Ugwa, by the way, I don't really know and don't really care if you know it. But, you know, it's gonna make a job. Alright then, looks towards Gothos. You try not to get mind controlled, looks towards the rest of the team, and everyone else. Do stick around in the boat and do not rock it. It is not the most sturdy thing. She then goes into the water and begins to dredge out a large chain. So, any other questions before we head out?
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Yeah, what's the protocol if the boat does tip over? You got any tips or anything, or is it just every man for himself?
Don't
I don't see a
drown.
whole lot of not a whole lot of compassion from this one.
Probably not. And slowly enough, a boat does come out. This is about the actual size, but to fit everyone, there we go.
Nice.
Again, map not to scale.
Sure.
Two. Oops, that's too front. Too back. So everyone begins to make their way towards the boat. After a while, everyone does manage to get on. However, some of you fall in the water now.
The kids, no.
Dun, dun, dun.
However, Shashar the Awakened does not get on.
But what are you doing to the buddy? Are you? Is there a reason why you're staying?
He does nod and then states, I was cast out once to try and speak with my people and try to help them out. It seems that me being cast out, while not a direct cause of this, did not also help this. Maybe after some time I am able to get them to see the light, rather than see the darkness that they've not fallen in. I'm sorry, but I need to make sure there's more people here I can help. This is the city I can take you with, but beyond this, I don't really have any more knowledge.
All right. I mean, you're really sure about it? I mean, we would have been happy to take you where you wanted to get to. You saw how we handled things earlier. It wasn't that bad.
This is my home. This is the place I need to be.
Okay.
Yeah, and you were super helpful. Good to see you.
He looks at you with a bright, brimming smile, totally unaware that you were making fun of him. Okay.
It's that +5 charisma.
Yeah.
Watch. The only person that's gonna be stuck with us is the one that we've been calling the racist the entire time.
I mean, you never know.
No.
But he then nods in agreement. Doesn't do much, but he does see you off. He had other things he could do, but he's kind of landlocked to the city. Like out of game, in game, they really don't state him following you.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I could have him follow you, but basically his mission is tied to the city.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fight, mama's boy.
So he's gonna do what he can do. But the I forgot what the word for. I'm gonna call her captain. But the captain does state, "All right, try not to die. Here, take this." She then hands him a very large and very dangerous, almost looks like a butcher's knife. I don't fight. Gets it back into her hands. Well, don't say I didn't try to give you something. It's not something I wanted. Well, I still tried to give it to you. He does not, and I thank you for it. Yeah, sure, whatever. She then kind of sinks it into the boat, but doesn't actually pierce it into it to make a hole. It just sticks there. So, everyone else good? No one else staying around? I don't know, what about you? Kids? I think you're kids, the ones that look like rats. They shake their heads now. Alrich then states, Shar, do you think you need some help? I wouldn't be opposed to it, but do you not need to get back to the surface? That more or less can wait. After all, you do need someone to try to help you. After all, you're not exactly... he makes like phantom fighting movements. That is fair to say. He then looks towards the team and goes, well, I want to make sure he doesn't die. Then jumps off.
It'll be sad to see you go, companion. I told you never thought any of this was real.
He still might not. But he's still going to try to help him. Even if it's not real, still going to try to help. The captain then goes, all right, anyone else? No? Yes? Again, Goblin, you might get overcome and overtaken by some weird magic thing. No? Okay.
Okay, yeah. Why do you keep saying that? I mean, is that? I mean, what's the big idea, pal?
You ask that as you trudge along.
Oh god.
After a while,
I
and
mean-
getting out of the waterway, she then, you berating her for an answer, then goes, oh, thank goodness we're finally out of that city. Sorry for the rudeness. It's kind of how you survive in that city, or else you die. To answer your question, like, honestly, I really don't know your name. So I'm gonna keep calling you Goblin. No offense. Unless you mean to take it that way, then you're perfectly fine and more than welcome to.
Skothos.
Okay.
Skothos. My name is Skothos.
Okay,
I've already
Gothos.
forgotten yours. It's complicated.
Right.
Urga. Ugwa.
Fair. Anyways, there is a thing that's currently trying to take over a few places here and there, and has kind of, I mean, no offense again, taken over many of the humanoids with weak wills and minds, and a lot of them happen to be goblins. Like a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna get along great with the dwarf.
Oh.
No, I'll be alright. I got a mild will.
Okay, good. I mean, as long as you have some type of structure or strength behind you, you should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, I kill you all. So.
I mean, potentially, yeah. If you,
Potato burner.
a couple of the tribes actually managed to kill off a couple of my friends, but that's neither here or there. So, welcome to the deep waters. Anything else you need to know before we actually make a move on? I will warn you, there are currently hunting parties out here, so we might face people you may not be aware of, or things you are completely unaware of. These aren't exact.
Curiosity is like as we look up towards the sky, are we in like a cave still situation?
You're in a massive cave system. While you are on water, it is the equivalent of a giant, uh, almost sea underground. While most of you do have a type of dark vision or low light vision, you cannot see the walls of a cave system. But you can see the roof of one, but just barely for
Yeah.
some of you.
Yep.
Is there anything you're doing, by the way? She did make mention that you'll likely encounter things that you are completely unaware of.
Um, I suppose since we're just sitting around on the boat, I'll kind of edge up to Antidote there. It's like, hey, buddy, how you doing?
Fine. Is there something you need?
Well, I did get a little bit injured.
Oh,
Wondering if you had the ability to help me out a little bit.
I mean, I could, but I suppose I can get rid of some. He then takes out a small vial between where the beak of his mask is and hands you it. All right, that should be good for 2 doses, but I only have one more for myself after that. Deals 2d8 plus 4 health back to you.
No, geez, you guys save it with that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I'm okay.
Actually, yeah, you and Toulouse both took a little damage, huh? Let me just how bad do you guys get hit? Pretty bad. Oh, I'm not gonna fix you up all the way. I'll give you a touch up. You
Give
get
you a
8
big
health
about
each.
I got 8 health, you said?
Yeah, you
Uh,
and Toulouse both.
2d8 plus 4. Oh wait, you mean
Oh, I was
the
gonna
health?
lay on
Yeah, yeah.
hands.
Okay.
I only took 6 hit points.
Okay, so then
Rogues.
who gets 10?
Yeah, I was gonna say I took 12, but 10 is perfectly fine for me. Thank you.
Let's save a little extra just in case.
Okay.
Okay. As you travel along the system, she then states, "All right. Like mentioned before, there are a few things out here in the waters that you're not completely aware of. Point of fact, as she looks towards the water, there are things currently moving underground. So, quick question: do any of you know how to swim?"
Don't we all?
Technically, it's not a. I was gonna say technically, it's not a skill that we actually have on our thing, but
But it were. I think if it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think where he. Because I think you need a feat if you want to be able to swim at a normal speed. Otherwise, we're all at half speed.
Mm-hmm.
but at least we can stay afloat. We're not gonna just drown, except for anybody wearing heavy armor. But I think he's okay.
Or if they drown you.
Rotation cook.
But yeah, she asked that question, and obviously you say yes.
I mean, yeah, we can all like tread water, but as far as an Olympic, like, could we catch up to the boat? I don't know about that.
That's fair. Well, over here to your right, you do have this strange creature. She then throws a rock. You don't know where she got the rock. And a strange creature submerges the rock in a quick instant. That over there is called a water weird. It's as awkward as the name suggests, and currently they are tailing our boat. There are about 3 of them around us. Now then, does anyone know what to do with these things?
Hey, you're gonna tell us?
I mean, I can, or you can figure it out.
I kind of like the telling. Can we have the cliff notes?
Yeah, that's fine. She then actually gives you the notes. You basically don't mess with them like I did. That indicates that there is living matter on the boat. Luckily enough, I just threw a rock and made a ripple sensation, so as long as you don't continue to make those ripples, you should be fine. Basically, you do not mess with them and you're good to go.
You mean just like what you just did right now?
Yes, I just didn't do it completely and over the top. I just don't throw anything else. These things usually follow moving vessels or moving things, so long as it's not flesh, around whenever they come across it. But after a while, they just ignore it. These guys will just follow us for about another 10 minutes, and we should be fine.
Yeah, but what if you were to fall in?
They would examine the body of the structure. You then see the one to the left get closer to the boat and basically nudge it. Not to the point it will rock your boat completely over, but you did feel the sensation of movement. And some of you shift to the left. No, right. Sorry, I forget how this works. All right. Thankfully enough, it wasn't that brazen, so no one actually fell. Kind of the reason why I asked if anyone didn't know how to swim. Big bonus that you did. You then see it move back after it realizes you're not, or at least the boat is not made out of flesh. Thankfully enough, the boat isn't made out of flesh. Maybe, some of the sails are made out of hide, but semantics. But if someone falls in the water, they immediately try to examine if it's edible, and if it is, well, make sure you have a knife. Do any of you try to do anything within that 10 minutes of travel?
I wouldn't.
Just quietly watch from the safe inner portion of the boat.
And do anything crazy, just watch.
Okay. Who's watching the kids?
Wasn't Mentius looking after the kids?
He's looking after one.
Oh no.
I'll keep an eye on the other one.
Go ahead and roll
I
a
know.
strength saving throw to try to keep them from doing something stupid.
Oh god
Okay.
damn it.
I know enough to know that it's not just me who is gonna be alright. Strength saving throw?
Yes, you're basically just restraining them. Okay. Well, it is a
Yeah.
child, so they are not that strong. In fact, they have a negative modifier. But
Oh, Lordy.
that isn't a...
Are you kidding?
Oh,
No one here is a monk, right?
No.
nobody's got that water walking we so desperately need.
No NPCs a monk. Ugwa is not a monk. So
Wait, did he already leap off the thing, or is he like at the verge?
he looked like he grabbed something from the ground. Kobo managed to try to stop them, managed to grab their leg and keeps them from moving. But whatever they grabbed, they seem to be ready to throw it into the ocean.
God damn it. Okay, if this means that those things are not gonna follow us, then F it. That freaking I did.
Okay, thankfully enough, they have disadvantage on any wisdom things they roll. They have a flat roll for this one.
Ho
That's a
ho
four.
ho.
Jesus Christ.
Thank goodness for that disadvantage. So, immediately stop themselves. You then see a almost looks like a porcelain horse fall to the ground. Doesn't shatter, but comes out of their hand as soon as they're held. Igwa then goes over. Oh, that's where it went. Oh, yeah, someone restrain the kids. Don't want them to grab anything else.
Now that they're hold personed, I'm gonna go ahead and actually physically tie them with a rope.
Yeah, that's fine. Turvy, Mintius easily grab them. Just Topsy you need to worry about. She's the oldest. But after a while, they just simply leave you alone.
Kids, do you understand how you almost got us all killed and how that's bad? And how next time you're gonna get a smack?
They begin to mimic the exact wording that you said.
Smack, smack.
And
Next
then
time we're gonna get a smack.
and then make a rhyming. Yeah, they'll make a rhyming song of smacking.
At least you didn't say the other words.
Yep.
Oh, I'm tempted to do the.
So the kids are currently
But love children.
bound over
Who's
here.
their parents?
I'm just trying to intimidate them.
It doesn't do anything, mainly because they're tied. So the kids are restrained, so that's no longer an issue. Uwa then goes, all right then, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. As long as no one else does anything in the middle of the night, we should be good to go for the rest of today and some of tomorrow. Do any of you sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, yes.
I suggest you take turns. It's a shame you do sleep, though.
Sorry to ruin it for you.
No, it's just more eyes, better watching.
Can take shifts, I suppose.
Who's taking first shift?
I'll take whatever shift.
Fine, I'll take first shift.
How many shifts do we need?
3.
3. Yeah.
For a full 8, or if you want to just do the minimum 6, 2.
I'll take a shift too.
Take
Then I want to take the same shift as Rosman because I want her to modify my chainmail armor into simply a chain shirt.
All
Which I
right.
assume is just using her whatever material thing to cut a bunch of it away. If that's cool.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how big it is. So I will say that I'll spend whatever time is needed in my shift supposedly to do that.
Okay. Let's see here. After a while, you do see and come across a boat. It doesn't seem to attack you, rather it seems to be off in the distance. But thankfully enough, you are and do spot it beforehand. You manage to make the boat come to a crawl before it actually does anything against you. Before it could actually do anything, it simply passes and wanders through. However, the ones that have kept an eye over things do realize that the boat is leaving for 2 reasons. One, the crew has not spotted you and therefore would have no reason to stop. And 2, there is no crew on the surface of the boat. It seems to be a derelict ship that continues to move through the water.
Now that's spooky, right?
Yeah.
That's a weird thing right there.
It doesn't seem to be built up with any moss to the point that it has been derelict for a very long time, but who knows how long. Maybe
Does
a
it
day,
pass?
maybe an hour.
Does it pass close enough that I could hit it with some divine sense?
Yes. Examining the sensation of the boat, you can tell that none of this applies.
Well,
Is it
nothing
just-
too.
Is
Could
it
just be dead
moving
people.
with the current or is it going against the current?
It's moving alongside with the current.
Okay. So there's definitely probably no one in there.
Yeah.
It's hey, Uguay. Is the hell's your name? Scoot
Yes.
What do you think about that boat? Ship.
If I
It's
had to
fine,
guess, probably people that got caught by the hunters. I did
I would
mention them,
imagine.
didn't I?
Yeah, so no reason to stop the boat then. Hunters would have either got everyone and everything on board.
I mean, they only look for sacrifices. They aren't going to steal the ship. I mean, unless there's a good, she looks back, amount of people they can bring with them. I already got paid for this, right? Yes, I did. She thinks out loud. You now know that if they do manage to find you, they'll likely steal the boat alongside with everyone else.
Oh, fuck.
They'll
Alright.
try, damn it.
Just don't make too much noise or actually, light up the boat. That means, well, I don't know what the surface is like, but have you ever gone in a very dark place and you spot a light, but the light's like a couple miles out? That's basically what you'll be doing if you cast any type of light, or like, I don't know, if any of you have magic spells that cause that type of thing.
So don't do that, is what you're saying.
Basically.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We can see in the dark. We're good.
Okay. After some time, the shift passes. You
The
were able to
modification of-
modify it. And basically, you got the mail and turned into a shirt.
From chainmail into a chain shirt and a chain skirt.
After a
There you go,
while,
buddy.
the small little dowels that you removed from it to make it into a shirt form back, and now you have like 3 necklace chains worth of chain extra.
I mean, if you here you go, take them.
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
what you want with them, but at least you got something there.
You have 3 brass chains, completely nearly worthless unless you, I don't know, improvise.
We shall see.
Okay, who takes the next watch?
I'll take next watch.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. After the next watch with Ula, sorry, wrong campaign. After the next watch, you do see that she comes over and hushes you, and then basically notices the kids. Sorry, I had to sneeze. One looks at the kids and points towards Mintius and gives him the cover mouth suggestion, and he does so. She looks towards you and points towards the outskirts of the water. Motorcycle. Sorry. She then points towards the direction and goes, yeah, you don't want to make any noise right now. There's something in the water. If you can see that to the left. Pointing towards the left, she does indicate a strange warping feeling underneath the water. Recently, some not so good things have been popping out of various places. Unfortunately, the water is also one of these places. This one looks big, but I'd rather not deal with it if we don't have to.
As long as we stay quiet, we'll be good.
Honestly, it's a 50-50 shot. But I'd rather tell you and then nothing happen than something happen. And then you see, before it gets to the boat, a very large creature just emerge from the depths of the water. It seems to have multiple heads, but it's not directing toward the boat, more like simply eating something with its jaws and mouth. It seems to be breaking the body apart of something it just managed to find near you, or perhaps it's the target it located before it got to your boat. But after a while, the area around it dyes red, and then it submerges once again.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a very scary token for level.
Yeah.
After some time, nothing happens. And then she gets up, looks towards you. Alright, thankfully enough, it didn't cause anything this time. That's actually one of the things that managed to kill 2 of my former, I don't know what to call them. I guess I would call them boat crew? They weren't friends, but I did hire them.
That would be coworkers, maybe.
Maybe.
Love how she added boat crew instead of just crew.
That was me. But yeah. She would have just said crew. I said boat crew.
No, I love it.
Uh,
She's like looking at the boat like it's this foreign thing, like some sort of boat crew.
well, anyways. Just don't make any noise for the rest of your watch and we should be fine. If you need to speak, speak in a small, short, whispered tone.
Do you have to roll anything?
No, thankfully enough, the scenario that I rolled for was see a potential risk and hazard, but do not encounter unless provoked.
Mm. As long as I stay quiet, I'm good.
Yeah. Thankfully enough,
Yeah.
Ugwa has been trudging through the waters beforehand, so she would have told you, don't shout. Which is why she got
Mhm.
Mintius to cover the kid's mouth.
Hmm.
Because the kids only need 4 hours of sleep. Hooray!
Children.
So tempted to just like roll for snoring, like a big sleep fart or something.
Oh,
Like,
geez.
Even if you did, she would have made sure, like out of game, it would have only caused 4 events, people that are awake. Everyone else, basically, I'm going to say freehand, they're fine.
Yep.
Unless they're actively doing something. I don't know. Maybe Eldeth is gutting one of the children over the boat. She's evil. Or just a bitch. Anyways,
You're dwarves, but your skin is the wrong color.
after some time, nothing eventually happens, and everyone managed to wake up to the new day. Shining light and ever death now looming over you.
I'm gonna spend the first couple minutes praying so that I can change a couple spells. From my end.
Okay. Those that you that got hurt are basically full again.
Woohoo.
Ugwa
Good
then
thing I
goes.
saved.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go.
Okay. Ugwa then goes. All right then. You managed to survive the first night. Hooray! Sorry, something in my throat. So, anyone know how to fish, or do I have to show you? It's fine if I have to show you. I'm just letting you know. She's
I'd like
handing.
to think that Gothos is familiar with like cavern fishing, like this sort of pond fishing,
Yeah.
but not like this kind of big lake thing.
She is handing dowels to everyone.
I'm a
Except for
cat.
Eldeth.
I like fish. No.
She hands her a
I
note.
don't mind taking pointers.
It's fine if you don't. That's perfectly okay. You'll just have disadvantage on any survival rolls you have to do.
Sorry, I'm just having fun thinking about Toulouse. Like, I don't know how much tabaxi are just like, jungle cats that are like, I catch it with my paws, but it's like, let's go fishing. And she's like, ah! Oh no, wait, with sticks? Alright. Or he, rather, sorry.
I was going to ask if I could see a fish below the water and try and grab it with mage hand.
Too dark.
I have my what is it? My feline? No, my cat claws. That I figured would be like what I would use to go fishing.
Okay. If none of you want to use the dowels, that's perfectly fine. It just adds a +1 to your survival check. If you
That's
want to
what
do
we got them, guys, to use them.
I'll
Okay.
use them.
so, you have
I'll try
3
my cat claws first, and then when I fell, I'll be like, fine, I guess I'll use this thing. All
Okay.
wet or something because I fell in.
Luckily enough, she gave you enough tackle that you should be fine for the total of days. So, you have 3 shots to fish. Survival rolls for each. If you don't or are not capable of fishing, you'll have opposed disadvantage. But that's honestly up to you. Gothos could have some formation or knowledge of cave fishing. Toulouse could have
that
some
be a-
form of hunt fishing. Kobo, you could have some dealings with a offhanded salesman, fisherman. I don't know.
No. Well, still, if I couldn't find a meal scavenging in the city, I'd have to fish or do something.
Yeah. That'll just give you a straight flat roll, which is perfectly fine. If you had proficiency in survival, that would add advantage.
Yeah, the thing about cavern fishing is we goblins kind of, cheap. We'll find a pool, a nice pool. It's got a river running through it, kind of a thing, because you want to replenish the fish. And you toss a couple of glowing mushrooms in there, and then you jab them with his spear.
Okay.
I thought you were.
That's cave fishing.
I thought you were going to say the stick of dynamite.
Yeah.
Anyone that's attempting to fish, go ahead and roll survival. DC to beat is 13. No, sorry, succeeded. Those of you using dowels, fishing poles, would get an additional +1.
So I still got a 12.
Yeah.
Considering I don't need it, I think we're gonna do like the. No, I'll still use it, but in my head, he's at the back of the boat with the string wrapped around his pinky toe, Huckleberry Finn style.
Okay.
There
Uh,
we go.
Toulouse and Gothos have one additional fish ration. You don't have the right fish, but you have one additional ration. Luckily enough, Ugwa has things so you can basically preserve it fairly well. It just won't preserve for a month, but a week is fine. Okay, anyone else attempting to do it again? You can have 2 more goes at it. Unless Roswin wants to fish.
I'm gonna say she's currently busy trying to figure out her spell stuff.
That's fair.
Well,
In the
my
quote-unquote
second
light of the day.
Yep.
Okay. For the second round, Toulouse did not manage to catch any new provisions. Kobo managed to get at least 2 more with the remaining time they had. Toulouse, you can do it 1 more time. Gothos, you can do it 2 more times.
Yeah.
Okay, a little better.
Thankfully enough, Toulouse, with your secondary try, you do manage to grab onto 2 total fish. Gothos, you got 1 more and missed on that second one. Thankfully enough, you now have, in total, I believe, 6 additional rations. I think everyone missed once and then got the other 2. Yeah.
I mean, for fish, that's pretty good fishing.
Yeah, that's pretty good fishing. The NPCs each gain 1 additional fish ration. You do need to consume a ration for today.
Dumb NPCs.
I just did a flat roll for them. Group. And they got 1 out of 3. But it's better than nothing. So, you do need to consume a ration today in order to continue on without any problems.
I mean, the NPCs only rolled 1 ration today, but the kids didn't try and kill us yet.
You're
so...
still tied. Ugwa then comes over and goes,
Eat the fish. Eat
All right,
the
then.
fish.
You actually did pretty well. Do any of you need your canteens filled? I am able to create and destroy water. Don't need to destroy water currently, but I can if you need me to. You did pay for the service.
Go ahead and fill up my water skin.
Yep, same over here. That'd be handy.
Okay. You consume 1 ration,
Okay.
finish off your water, and she refills it.
So a full water skin, is that just like a day?
That's like 3 days. Like, as long as you're not chugging it, you should be fine for 3 days.
Oh yeah, and we're all, quite small.
Yeah. I mean, the only one that might have an issue is the antidote or Eldeth, but everyone else should be fine.
Sure, and all death is gone now, isn't he? And the antidote, I'm sure, has his own concoctions.
Eldeth is still there.
I was thinking Aldrich. Okay,
Aldrich.
so cut me a little sledge. Yeah. Slack.
The dwarf might have an issue, and the human might have an issue. But like, unless you don't find water, you should be fine.
So is this a saltwater underground lake?
Do you test it?
No, I've got a full water skin.
I mean, you can just cup it in your hands and take a sip, or taste.
But I just asked our guy, hey, what's you asked us? You offered to fill it up. Is this lake water not drinkable?
I mean, it
It's not
is, but
non-
you run the risk of potential. She points towards her stomach and like makes it a swirling motion.
You know what
Not
then?
good to
If
drink
that's
water.
the case, then I'm gonna keep praying because it's still considered, I guess, early morning. I'm gonna keep praying. I'm gonna change one more spell from my cleric side. Hold on,
Okay.
I can fix this.
I mean,
Okay.
you can be used to
Oh,
it, I
yeah.
suppose.
Yeah, well, I mean, remember when we got that water that was all full of fish? I mean, that was just nutritious.
I mean, unless you're from here or drinking it enough, I'll let you take your chances. I'm not here to.
So
She then stopped
as
herself
soon
because she
as-
was about to say, "I'm not here to guide you."
yeah. So as soon as she finishes explaining that, I'm gonna say, okay, why don't you just all gather your water skins together? I'm gonna try something here, and then I'm gonna ritual. Well, I can't ritual cast because this is a cleric spell, but I essentially do this thing.
Okay. The water skins are fine. There is no poison or disease in their water skins. However, I'm just gonna give it to you. Down in the water where currently your boat is chugging along, there is kind of disease in there. It will likely cause some type of adverse effects on the person that drinks it. If you're from here or have lived or drank long enough in this point in the Underdark, you may or may not become immune to this current situation. Gothos, this would still affect you, unfortunately.
Rats.
No, not rats.
It's a parasite.
Yeah, kind of. But if you continue to drink it, it's basically it'd be better to purify the water if you really need to do it. Otherwise, you would just need to drink it long enough and survive, and then you'd become immune to the water.
You say that, and it's like, ah, God damn it, I have that too. Okay, if you guys can just hold off for it for maybe like a day, I can help purify this stuff for later.
I mean,
Except you
for
can
later,
water
that'd be great.
We're good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, right now this nice lady just filled us up with perfectly potable water.
I mean, for
Right.
today and
So-
maybe tomorrow. Toulouse is
Yeah.
correct. For later, it'd still be helpful.
Yeah, so I'll think
Mhm.
about that when I sleep again. Oh boy. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. You don't look like you do much good at rowing. You might as well just sleep.
So,
I mean, I say that knowing well that you actually helped me with my outfit last night. Thank you, by the way.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
coming in the direction where you're at, you do see a cave embankment to the left of you. It is far in the distance, but close enough that you are able to see some silhouettes in the distance. She does state, all right, wow, it's weird. Everything is to the left today. Well, anyways, if you got towards the left section and actually peered towards it, you are able to see a similarly lost and dismantled civilization that once resided there. It is not something we would need to go to. But I am your tour guide, so if you need any information from it, do let me know. We're also just gonna completely go around it. So honestly, unless you decide to travel back, you should be fine.
Just kind of looking at it like, but so are there any ancient, like, civilization weapons in there, or is it just, like, dust and stuff?
I mean, it's not that old. It's only like 3 months old. It's just everyone got wiped out over a weekend. You know, that whole situation. There might be some weapons in there, but not like ancient civilization tech. You need to go deeper for that stuff. Meaning there is stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that does sound good. I like things that allow me to conquer more, but I also feel like going deeper into this, black abyss is counterproductive to our goals.
Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to do, but since we're trying to go up, yeah. Is anyone like actually taking a look at the thing?
Yeah. What do we
Yeah.
need?
Perception.
That.
Do I perceive? Oh, natural 20.
Oh, you figured it out then. I'll roll this for this shit. Oh, snap.
2 natural 20s.
We're pretty much set. We know what's going on.
Okay. How do I do this?
You tell us
Two
everything. That's how you tell us.
2 sets of eagle eyes converge to make one mystical, spiritual set of eagle eyes that perceive all the things.
You see the future, the past, the present, everything.
No, I got this. Over in the distance, you can tell and examine. Kobo, you see some of this, but not the very last structure of the sentence. You do see that there are piles and piles of destroyed remnants of a town, a city, of whatever it used to be. Whoever resided there might have been, from what we can tell, humanoids, but humanoids in a greater scheme of things. If you had to guess, this might have been a settlement of some strange subterranean individuals. Whoever they were or whatever they were, they definitely had a structured city and town that would not and shouldn't have not, unless some powerful force was behind it, gone down in under a night or a weekend, as your guide has suggested. So whoever these people are were completely and utterly surprised at the events that had portrayed and happened. However, those of you that are eagle-eyed do see this off in the distance. While the town itself is muddied and mundane to the point of, if you decide to go in there, there might be some things here and there, but nothing out of the ordinary, nothing so unmundane that you have to immediately go in there, weapons-wise. However, those of you that can see sight beyond sight and become Thundercats, I don't know if you got the reference.
Of course we did. Or I did.
Okay. Tulu is currently describing a small city embankment that got destroyed over a weekend. Gothos and Roswin and Kobo saw what's about to happen. Basically, no...
Wait, real quick, roll a perception check just in case it's another natural 20. I know it's... Oh, that's so close.
Okay.
Well,
That was close.
No immediate need to go to that city that got destroyed over a weekend. If you want weapons, you might be able to scavenge some, but nothing magical or nothing so immediately needed. However, those of you with natural 20s do see off in the distance, out of the very weird and it's like looking at a mirror, looking at another mirror, and in that reflection you do see this. You need to zoom out to actually see that.
character sheet, zooming out.
Are those other people?
With a strange reflection and curve of the way you're looking at the mirror, bumping into a mirror, looking into a street, there seem to be strange, shadowy individuals roaming around and coming towards a shining white individual in the middle of the city. The street that you're viewing is not A direct one, you wouldn't exactly know where it is, but you do know that more than just nothing resides within the city.
Does it look like they're all like just standing and seeing this individual, or are they like offensively getting ready to attack this thing?
They seem to be surrounding it. Some of them do have weapons, some of them do have it brazen, but none of them are going towards it in a fashion that would resemble an attack. More like a meeting.
Oh, guys, there's something going on with the Gothis. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Should
yeah.
we-
I'm, you know, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but it seems to be some sort of convergence of the spirits, you know, white light sort of thing.
do we?
Let's
do-
ignore
should
it.
we
Move
help?
on. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, let's. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I want to get out of here, but also, why would we be seeing this if it wasn't important?
Because Buster, you got 2 natural 20s.
Fair.
Okay, yeah, we can go help. I don't mind.
Well, but that's the thing, though. I mean, are we sure that it's they need our help situation, or is it more of a we could be getting ourselves into some deep doo-doo if we try and intervene? Kind of like what happened with the shrine over there, even though we were just delivering something.
Or worse, it could be a homeowners associating meeting.
Don't remind me, I've got that in like 6 months.
A Soul Owners Association meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Boo!
This is how you're supposed to treat your soul.
But yeah, that's happening. Honestly, it's
Yeah,
off in the
so,
distance. Unless you're actually actively looking for it, you won't find it.
Hey, driver, why don't you adjust us to this particular heading?
You're that
Oh,
confident about checking it out, are you?
I mean, it's a spiritual thing. Worst case scenario, there can be some banishments or some smiting.
Well, if you're gonna go into the city, that might take up some time. You will have to pay me more. I only have a contract for 2 days, so unless you take forever, just an added 50 gold.
Is that how much we paid for the 2 days?
No, it was 100.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was for 2 days plus a bunch of equipment.
Yeah. What's your point?
Well, if it's only going to be an extra 1 day instead of the 2, and we're not getting extra equipment, why wouldn't it be 50?
Oh, so you agree. 50 gold it is.
And that agreed to negotiate if that's what you were trying to do there.
Well, she said 100 to start with, so I cut that in half.
She said 50.
I heard 100.
I did
No,
say 100
this is-
after, because the total was 100 for the current thing.
It's
You guys
fine.
are bad at negotiating.
No, I would have been better if I had been aware of that. That's fine. Sorry, I heard
It's fine.
wrong. I'm having a really off bad day, I guess.
It's
No,
all
it's all
good. She's kind of just giving you shit for no reason. She's not as bad as when she started, but she's still pretty bad.
If it looks like what it looks like, then I'll just trust his instinct. Let's just go. We'll pay you later. Let's just go.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just honestly messing with you. So I'm gonna make sure that some of you are here in order to pay up. So you, basically pointing towards most of the NPCs. Take care of the kids. Those 4 are sticking around on the boat because if you guys don't come back, they will have to pay.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Antidote. Antidote can go with you, I guess. I mean, I'll leave it up to you. What one NPC do you want with you?
You know better.
The
Yeah,
troublesome child. No.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna want antidote with us.
I was going to say, yeah, Antidote can heal us in a pinch. Can he also do anything like divine?
You have not seen that. You ask him, he does not.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I hadn't seen it. I just know that healers are oftentimes also divine.
yeah.
I didn't know.
I mean, I'll give you the rundown or short rundown. The kids can scout. They're very good, but if they come into a pinch where they're potentially in danger, they will run away. You've seen this twice. One time they got captured by spiders.
Yeah.
Aldeth
Hey,
is a good fighter.
Is there anybody who's good at spirits and stuff?
Aldeth is a good fighter. She's not a very good person. But in a pinch, she will save you. She will hold it over you, but she will make sure that you survive.
Which one is worse, holding it over us or just trying to survive on our own?
Stool is not a fighter, but he is able to stealth around with you without too much of an issue, is able to connect with any fungal networks that are inside the area, but that all depends if there's any in the area, and is able to give you the ability to talk without speaking out loud with his spores.
A point against the dwarf lady, and I'm just saying this to the team, not in character or anything. She serves as a better meat shield than she does anything else right now. So if we don't care about losing a certain NPC, there's that.
Yeah.
That's actually what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it out loud, though.
Antidote is able to heal you. He is able to investigate things rather well, surprisingly, even for a medical expert. He does not have any divine intervention that could assist you, but he is likely able to heal or mend any disease, poisoning, or health concern. He is a fighter-ish, but he is not the best fighter from what you've seen.
Well, if all else fails, we can take meat shield, and if we need to make a hasty escape, only have to run as faster than the person next to you. You know what I mean?
Could have had that wonderful dagger, my friend. That would have been no problem.
Yeah, I've learned, however, in the Underdark, that things that affect one's mind are oftentimes bad.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Oh, well, oops. Ulrich had the other dagger, by the way.
Yeah, he did. So that the one I sold is the one I had under my possession.
Happened again?
Okay. Most of the team now remembers that Ulrich had the other dagger, so you could have probably got more money. Oh well. Moving on. So, anyone in particular you're taking, or are you just gonna round robin it? If you do take one of the kids, you'll just be taking one of the kids. They both do the same thing, just one of them does it better than the other.
I'll
No,
say
that was a
this
cruel
much.
joke.
Kids.
I'll say this much. I spent this morning praying to get cure wounds into my list, so I can also help heal in a pinch.
Cool.
So if we want to save antidote for later, we can take
Okay.
advantage of that.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
'cause
between you and me.
Rosalind did have a... Oh, go ahead.
No, between the healing that two of us can put out, I think we'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Roswin did have a good point about meat shield. Sorry to say it like that, but that is an excellent point.
Truth be told,
Right.
she's not even listening to your conversation.
Yeah, let's take
Oh,
the
but-
racists off the boat, away from the children. Protect the children.
Eldris, I think you should be coming with us.
Huh? Well, I suppose I can assist you on this. Currently, she was writing in a little journal she had. You do not know when she acquired this journal. She likely bought it when you were inside the shop. And then writes something quickly down and goes, well, I suppose I can assist you. After all, who knows what might be in the city, and we might need to exterminate the very filth from the ground.
I kind of whispered to the team, someone check that notebook later, because that thing must have her famous last words or something.
She puts it in her pouch. That doesn't mean you can't still get to it.
Oh, no,
She
no,
just
I
puts
know,
it
I
in her
know.
pouch.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh boy, we're bringing the racist to an ancient spirit meeting. Maybe I'll just stand
Hey,
beside her
did-
and she'll be too grossed out to talk. That's fine.
Stool does say, within your minds, he still can't speak out loud. Well, be careful, alright? From what I can tell, we're getting closer to the surface, but we're not exactly there, so if you do need to still go up, just try to survive. Antidote then goes, I think you still have my vial, but I suggest you hold
Yeah,
on
I
to
do.
it.
That's what I was gonna do.
I do need the empty cartridge once you're done with it back, though.
Of course.
But take your time.
Oh, and hey, yeah, seriously, don't leave without us, or we'll kill you all.
Uwa does state, you did pay for an extra day, so you have 24 hours to investigate the ruined city. So, she then turns the boat a hard to left, almost causing Mentius, Gothos, and Aldeth to fall into the water, but you don't. Unless you want to roll for something, which you don't have to. But she
Roll
goes,
for comedy. You know what? Just to show off, and
Oh,
because there's the
God.
potential for comedy.
You,
athletics,
you
or
Acrobatics.
fall
acrobatics.
off.
She
You,
get tiny. What is
Athletics,
that, Dex?
athletics or acrobatics, Gothos, depending on what you're trying to do.
it was
Well,
nice to
alright.
meet you, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
jeez,
fine.
it's not
Yep.
even good.
10 and
Huge
below,
bonus.
you would have fallen in it. Anything higher, like 11 and 12, you just hold your ground, but you do slip thanks to the weird turn, but nothing happens. You're just like an inch closer to the side.
Nobody puts their bodies on the line for comedy like Goblin.
But you're fine. Uwa then states, alright, you have 24 hours to get back. I'm not gonna leave within that time unless something quite literally tries to attack the ship. I have 4 of your teammates here that can help. She looks back. 2 that can help. I am not untying the children.
That's a
We
wise
all
move.
just stand. Yeah, fair.
Understand.
Fair.
I mean, I still feed them. I'm not gonna be that mean. But still, 24 hours to get back. I'll supply you with water before you go. She hands Kobo 1 additional water skin. A
Okay.
little bit extra. Let's see. I do have this butcher's knife I have. It's just a +1 longsword, but I need it back after you're done.
Jeez, that's one. I mean, do any of us, it doesn't Mintius, or does he have a better equipment than that at this point?
No, actually, I think a butcher's knife would be equivalent to a short sword. Yeah.
So that's a D6.
+1 short sword.
Yeah, no, I'm good. A short sword is just. I think it's just. No, it's not a simple one. I think a lot of
It's a-
people would use it.
It's a martial weapon, 1d6.
It's a march weapon, yeah. Well, it's there if anyone wants to take it. Just one of them. She then goes, all right. If there's
Ooh,
anything-
no, it's finesse. Rogues get short swords, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's finesse, so you can use it with your dex. Be good for you.
It beats a 1d4 from your daggers if you wanted to. Yeah, if you wanted to.
Sure, I'll take it. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
She then
It's-
begins to get closer to the edge and then goes, all right, good luck. Don't die. Especially towards you. She looks towards Kobo. I don't know why, but I feel like you are the easiest one to get caught.
Wow.
It figures. No, I'll take that. It figures.
I mean, no
probably,
offense by this, but you seem to have very bad luck yesterday. I don't know why that was happening, but it was.
seems to be my lot.
Oh, but to be fair, you might want to watch out for Gothos over here. He seems to be the loudest.
Actually, I'm now wearing a chain shirt, which is medium armor and does not impose a disadvantage to stuff.
I meant character.
have a large, pointy mouth.
Well, at any rate, good luck. Watch out for the kid, and you should be good to go. She likely means Mintius. Look out for.
Oh, if she only knew.
So, with that, and with a new ruined city to explore, who knows what you'll find in a very, very unexpected turn as we end the session for today.